Hi everyone, I'm Sonia and I have here Christina and Eric with me, and today we'll be talking about unique ocean creatures.
Hi everyone, I'm Christina. Before meeting our creatures, let's learn a few important vocabulary words to help us understand what makes them so unique. Our first word is bioluminescence, which is a chemical reaction that happens in the cells of some living organisms, which produces and emits light. In some species, the light is emitted from special organs, but in others, it creates a general glow over the entire organism. Our next word is photophores, which are tiny light-producing organs in the skin of some species. If an organism has photophores, this is where the chemical reaction that produces the bioluminescence occurs. And our final word is ovoviviparous, which is a word used to describe species that reproduce by developing and hatching eggs within the mother's body and then give birth to live young.
Our first sea creature is a barrel-eye fish that can be found in the Pacific Ocean at around 600 to 800 meters. They have evolved to have these transparent, fluid-filled heads that work as sort of a helmet to help protect their eyes. Their eyes are actually these green orbs right here on the top. A lot of the time people mistake their nostrils, which are right above their mouth, as their eyes. Their nostrils make it appear as though they are sad. They have very sensitive eyes that are pointed upwards that are able to filter out sunlight and helps them spot the glow from bioluminescent animals that are above them. When the fish are just chilling in the ocean, their eyes are facing upward while they are waiting for their prey. Once they spot their prey, their eyes actually rotate and it helps them to see not only what is above them, but what is also in front of them. They also have these large flat fins that help them to float motionlessly while waiting for their prey. Once they spot their prey, their fins help them move precisely and quickly through the water. They also have small mouths with a pointed snout that help them capture small prey. Where these barbel-eye fishes are found, there are also a group of jellyfish called siphonophores, which can grow to about 10 meters long that have stinging tentacles. What the barbel-eye fish can do is that they approach these siphonophores and maneuver themselves through their tentacles and pick off the organism that the siphonophores captured. Their small mouths help them to pick off of the siphonophores' tentacles, while the transparent shield that they have help them to protect their eyes from the stinging cells off of their tentacles.
Our next creature is the cookie cutter shark. The cookie cutter shark is a small species that inhabits the mesopelagic or twilight zone of the tropical regions of the Atlantic, Southern Indian, and Pacific Oceans. It has a long, tube-shaped body that can grow up to 22 inches in length and is typically a grayish-brown color with a darker ring of brown around the throat and gills. The belly or ventral side is lighter than the back or dorsal side. It has large eyes with ganglion cells that are focused concentrically in the retina to help it see in the dark. It has a short cone-shaped snout with a subterminal mouth which is on the underside, with small erect teeth in the upper jaw and large triangular teeth in the lower jaw. The lower teeth, which will be lost as a single unit, will be lost and regrown several times over their lifespan and are ingested to help maintain calcium levels in their body. It has two short pectoral fins, two pelvic fins, two spineless dorsal fins, and a large caudal fin which help it to accelerate quickly to catch prey and avoid predators. It does not have an anal fin though. Like other sharks, it has a large oily liver which makes up approximately 35% of its body weight and contains low-density lipids which create natural buoyancy. However, unlike other sharks, its cartilaginous skeleton is calcified. Like most sharks, the cookie cutter shark is ovoviviparous, which means that it gives birth to pups that develop inside egg cases within the mother. Each litter contains 6 to 12 live young born after 12 to 22 months, and at birth the pups are fully developed and able to hunt. During the day, the cookie cutter shark stays in the darkness of the twilight zone, but at night they migrate up to shallow waters in search of food. To attract prey, they are covered in bioluminescent photophores on their ventral side, except around the throat and gills, that make larger organisms think that they are smaller fish. Despite its small size, it is a parasite that feeds on larger fish like marlin, tuna, other sharks and stingrays, marine mammals including seals and whales, and sometimes whole squids and crustaceans. To do this, it attaches to the prey using its strong suctioning lips and then spins its body in a circle. Using the lower serrated teeth like a can opener, it takes round, cookie-sized, non-fatal bites or plugs out of the skin or blubber of its prey, which is how they get their name, the cookie cutter shark.
The next fish is going to be the humpback anglerfish, which is a fish that I believe we all know a little bit about as it was seen in Finding Nemo. This ocean creature lives in the Atlantic and Antarctic oceans around 3,000 to 4,000 feet deep in that midnight zone. The anglerfish is soft-bodied and usually black or brown in color, which allows them to be more camouflaged deep in the ocean. Can you guess what is unique about this creature? I'm sure you guessed it. The humpback anglerfish has a bioluminescent orb attached from the head that allows light to be emitted, therefore allowing for more beneficial means of predation due to other fish being attracted to this light. These creatures have short, globular bodies with a very wide mouth that contains very long and razor-sharp teeth, allowing them to consume nearly every possible food source that may swim about. It is important to note that the humpback anglerfish main food source is crustaceans and small fish, as these animals are more likely to be attracted to the bioluminescent. Lastly, the humpback anglerfish does not have many predators. However, sharks will still prey on these fish as well as humans, in which hunt them to try and obtain their bioluminescent lure and teeth. The last fish we'll be discussing is the blobfish. Sadly, this fascinating ocean creature is actually an endangered species due to overfishing and deep-sea trawling. It is said that only about 420 of them still exist. Although these creatures lay thousands of eggs, only a few larvae will actually survive to adulthood. The blobfish finds its habitat in a variety of waters such as the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans around 100 to 2,800 meters of depth. When you're thinking about a blobfish, you're most likely producing an image in your head, such as the bottom picture. However, this floppy form is actually only produced when these creatures are on land. The blobfish underwater is more closely resembled by the top image, with a more gelatinous form due to the pressure they endure in the deep sea, allowing for a more tight and compact form. These creatures have limited food sources as they live in the deep sea where there is little light and not many sources of food that are consumable. Due to the pressure of water, the organs and flesh of these creatures are compressed, allowing them to survive without having to consume at a large quantity. However, when the blobfish does decide to eat, they will normally consume small crustaceans. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I have a light that is said to be so pretty by Dory. What am I?
I lose my teeth as a unit and eat them to help maintain the calcium levels in my body. What am I? I'm a cookie cutter shark.
I am small and formed like jello. The pressure of eating hurts. What am I?
I have a transparent, fluid-filled head that helps protect my eyes. What am I? I'm a barbell eye fish.